Weights and Downer. You or someone you know has lost the ability to earn a living because someone put the company interests before their well-being. In times like these, there's one firm who has handled hundreds of catastrophic and lost earning cases. Before you settle fast with a company's attorney, give Weights and Downer a call. 985-876-0870. Weights and Downer. Let us fight for your rights.
And welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Martin Falls, joined by the police chief right here in Houma, Chief Travis Terrio. Chief, good to see you.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Another good job, a lot of work being done. Of course, I've been knowing you for a long time, and I've always told you that y'all do a lot of good behind-the-scenes stuff, and it leads to things like you're going to talk about today, so kudos on that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, look, the guys did a great job on November 22nd, which was last Friday. Mm-hmm. They executed a search warrant. It was a pretty impressive amount of narcotics and concerning, I guess, at the same time. It was recovered. It was almost, I think, close to 15 pounds of marijuana, almost 6 ounces of crack cocaine. They recovered some pills, drug paraphernalia, some money. They seized some vehicles, all tied to the narcotics investigation. And as a result, they arrested Toronzo Terrio. He was charged with possession with the intent to distribute controlled dangerous substance, Schedule 1, possession of CDS-1 MDMA, possession with the intent to distribute CDS-2 crack cocaine, possession of CDS-4 Xanax, transaction involving drug proceeds. Ernest Davis was charged with possession with the intent to distribute CDS-1 marijuana, possession of CDS-1 MDMA, possession with the intent to distribute crack cocaine, possession of Schedule 4 narcotic Xanax, and also transactions from drug proceeds, and along with 2 warrants of distribution of Schedule 2. This investigation was a joint investigation, and we'd like to thank Homeland Security and Investigations and the Louisiana State Police for their assistance.
I can tell you the last time I heard of crack cocaine.
Yeah, it's still out there. It's not as prevalent as it was, probably, 15 to 20 years ago, but it is still out there, and our guys are starting to see it a little more lately. But I tell you what, we have a very small narcotics division, and they utilize their resources well. They work well with the sheriff's department. They work well with Homeland Security and Investigations, and they work well with Louisiana State Police. And they are commissioned TFOs through Homeland Security, and it's a really good working relationship. And by utilizing their resources, we're able to accomplish good things.
Now, when we used to ride in the beat, we'd have the meetings before where y'all would brief everybody on what's going to take place, and there were different agencies involved. Is there still a lot of that goes on, and a lot of behind-the-scenes activities?
There's a lot of behind-the-scenes activities, and these investigations, they monitor them. And this one right here came down to them just wanting to feel an opportunity where this would be a good time to execute the search warrant and be in a safe manner. They requested to do so, and we granted it, and then they executed it. But this one came up last minute. It was a long, drawn-out investigation, but the timing of it came down to the last minute.
Let's pull up those pictures again, Jason, if we can, because doing this all over the year, this is impressive. As we look at the 2 that were arrested on here, you see some familiar names here, but as you look at the other one, it's not a familiar name. Were both of these in the area for a long time, or both of them were, I guess, guests of the city coming from other places? Do you know?
No, they're residents of Houma.
Yeah, so they've grown up in Houma and been around.
Yeah.
And I guess it leads to a point. The police know who's been around for a while and who does different things. And I remember when we used to ride, a lot of police officers, including yourself, knew all these people by name. You could roll the window down and say, "Hey, so-and-so, what you up to tonight?" And of course, they always said, nothing, everything's good.
Yeah, look, and a lot of the names that we dealt with when I was on the road, you don't see those out there anymore. Of course, they're getting older, but it's a new generation coming up, and I do feel that the officers have a good relationship with the community, and I think that's what's helping us out and getting everything accomplished.
Is it the same out there? Is it more dangerous, or what's it like?
It's hard to say. It's a dangerous profession that we've chosen, but it's our guys do it well. You never know what to expect whenever you're stopping someone, so we always handle it accordingly.
What about a minute and a half left? Are y'all looking for people right now, or y'all have your numbers, or what?
I think we have a couple openings. I think we're closing in on being full here soon. But if we're definitely looking to hire officers, and preferably at this time, if we can get officers with experience, that'd be great. But it's just you don't have a lot of people beating down the doors wanting to be police officers anymore.
Right. Well, I guess because a lot of the publicity they got nationally and everything else, it sort of makes you gun shy. But I know around this area, we appreciate what you all do because and I've always said that. I mean, we owe y'all a debt of gratitude because y'all do a great job. And
look, and whenever all that's, the narrative started changing with law enforcement, I was doing recruiting at that time. I was a lieutenant, and you could see it was getting a little more and more difficult to find people that wanted to do it. But what we're dealing with, we're not the only ones, as far as, retention and manpower and things like that. It's across the country.
Yeah, it's nationwide, there's no doubt. But we appreciate it once again for you all doing what you do, and wish you a happy Thanksgiving with you and your family. And you going to catch some catfish?
No, I don't think I'm going to be doing much fishing this week. My daughter got married this past weekend, so we're trying to recover from that and
all right.
Do a little relaxing.
There you go. Relax, kick your feet up a little bit.
Yep.
Good seeing you, Chief.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back. A lot more right here on Bayou Time. Don't go away.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights.